Hey, it's me again. Hope it wasn't gone for too long. I know how much you little cretins love your Filthy Frank content. Last time I really talked about A Good Day to Pie. I didn't really leave much to be desired. I seem to have a habit of reading text for 4 minutes and calling that entertainment.
Don't you read text for fun, you stupid idiot programmer?
Hey, shut the fuck up, you poor excuse for content. And just so you know, every hour I spend slaving away in front of that screen is excruciating. I am working on A Good Day to Pie version 1.0, alpha version 1.0 now. In fact, in the past, making these videos ate up so much of my free time that I opted to exclusively use it to work on my game. No, I know, it's a really poor excuse. In fact, I shouldn't try hiding behind an excuse. Recently, I've decided to pick things up a little bit and try working on these videos just a little bit every day. Even if it's just a few minutes, because at least I'll finally have the ability to make a quality YouTube video, even if it takes a long time.
At least you won't go another 4 months without uploading.
That's the goal, at least. We'll see what happens. Work on A Good Day to Pie is very slow. I want things to be as good as possible, so I tend to get distracted with frivolous endeavors. Even more so when you consider that I'm showing off this game so early in development. Most of the gripes that I get are about how good the game looks, so I ended up spending a lot of time to making things look passable. Now, while the sprites in A Good Day to Pie are passable, they're not very good. It would be prudent for me to focus on making the game fun enough mechanically to play, so that people are willing to look past the bad art when they play it. The most prominent of my updates to the game manifested in the completion of the first Region King, Nilmerg the Gremlin Bee. This is a milestone in A Good Day to Pie's development, because I specifically left Nilmerg as the last thing I added to the Grasslands region. The way I developed A Good Day to Pie was that I added to the region as I playtested it, attempting to fine-tune things to how I thought they should be in reality instead of planning everything first and executing it, only to find out in the end that it's not very fun at all. That's just because things on paper may sound fun, but really aren't fun to play. Now, Nilmerg has 3 attacks. You can shoot a stinger, spawn a bee minion, or dive into your base, cutting through a specific number of tiles before he retreats. The amount of tiles that he can hit before he retreats is based on the wave number, which transitions into my next topic, which is balancing the game. To preface this, balancing is a difficult thing for me to do as a solo developer. I'm inarguably the best A Good Day to Pie player in the entire world, so very often I believe things are too easy and that I should increase the game's difficulty. But what isn't a challenge might be Herculean for someone else. This is why I've taken this approach. A Good Day to Pie's core gameplay requires the utilization of 3 skills. They are base knowledge, time management, and mechanical skill, which is just the ability to play a video game. The game should be completable if all 3 of these skills are roughly utilized by anybody. You don't need to excel in any of them to succeed, but you do need to know a little bit about everything. Keeping this in mind, I can't really balance the game without playtesters. However, the balance that I made to the game mostly comes into effect past Wave 10. At this point, the player's forced to battle the Region King if they haven't already. Once they beat Nilmerg, the game is technically completed, but in the grand scope of things, you can keep playing however much you want. So I've introduced a percentage to the game that has a chance of spawning more than one boss during a raid. The main reason that this is notable is just because that the leading boss, which is the boss with the health bar at the bottom of the screen, is given a 50% health increase and is faster and a little bit larger than the other bosses. That's right, I explained all of that to you to tell you that I made bosses unnoticeably more difficult. You are welcome. Like I said before, balancing is very difficult alone. That's why I started creating these YouTube videos and opened up my Discord server. I'd like to reach out to people who are interested in my project and ask them what they would change about my game. Feedback is immeasurably important to an indie developer, especially one that's solo. Soon I'm going to launch Alpha 1.0 of A Good Day to Pie on itch.io. Wow, try saying that 5 times fast. The link to the page is in the description, and I suppose I'll see y'all later. Adios. Hi there, quick announcement. So my server likes to do these game jams where we like to have very, very little rules. There's only 2 rules. The first rule is that your file has to be a new file, and your second rule is that you have to make something that's somehow centered around the theme. I mean, you could just upload whatever you want. It's just for fun. They're not contests. But we've had a lot of fun with them in the past, and hopefully we can see some new faces. I think that's everything I have to say. I guess I'll see y'all there.